Hoshi Hoshi star da yo. Okie dokie. I'm gonna try to keep my big fat head in this. Just head. Well, actually, I just remembered I could back myself up. I'll keep my regular sized head. I could just do this. I could be small today. Hello, Nine. Hello, Liam. Thank you for the lurk. Water just went down the wrong hole. Today's word of the day is nadir. Refers to the lowest or worst point of something. When used in astronomy, nadir describes the point of celestial sphere that is directly opposite of the zenith and vertically downward from the observer. Lowest or worst point of something. My nadir was when my recent nadir was when... Sorry, I really like the sound the bugs are making. Can you guys hear them? They're kind of loud in my ear, though. When he sung Left in Hyphen. Day 9. I don't know what my lowest point is. Even if I did know, I don't think I want to talk about it. We can? Okay. Does this game... I need you guys to know I know nothing about this game. And Liam had a very shocked reaction. They didn't tell me what was going to happen, of course. But they had a very shocked reaction. I like that after almost, 10 years? I can still shock them at how much I don't know about things. Oh, that's where the bug noise is coming from. I was thinking it was outside. My distracted mind got even more confused. Yeah, no, it's the cicadas in the game. Okay, Higurashi When They Cry with a red capital C. 7th expansion presents Welcome to Hinamizawa. Let's start. Whoa. Hey! No! Get over here! Thank you for resubscribing for 13 freaking months. Thank you so much, Dal. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't. Over halfway there. 5 out of 10 new subs. Whoa, that's legitness. Thank you, OBS, for telling me that. Onikakushi. God, my reading. Onikakushi opening. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in what does don't play tough mean? Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. The difficulty of what? Just living life? Howdy meowdy, Cole. Welcome in. The difficulty is extremely high. Oh! That terrified me. Please do not lament. I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. I will forgive you even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? How are you, Star and Dal? I'm doing great. How are you? Hey, This is a work of fiction. Any semblance to actual person or organization is entirely coincidental. Oh, early summer. Why is it so fast? Showa era? If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. Those tears making a mess of my face. So is this a scary game? I don't know. The mechanical repetitive sound finally... I need to slow that down. Only the cry of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud. And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there were none to show. She had no tears to shed for me. Then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist. Why is this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I'd waver over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? Yeah, hell yeah, brother. I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Oh, even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? You did. Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? Yeah? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, what was that sound earlier? Isn't it all right to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her. Like flowers by a grave. Okay, now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. Were we hitting something? That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Is that blood sounds? Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. Have we been brutally murdering someone this entire time? This is my first and last bouquet to you. For you. Should I have a sensor screen? Perhaps I really did love you. Higurashi When They Cry. Farewell, bid your love goodbye. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Okay. I wonder what she's apologizing for. Is this supposed to be a black screen? It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what you guys said. Scary game. I don't know if it's a scary game. I'm glad you're getting settled to your workplace. That is good to hear. Doing well, doing Pokemon Diamond Puff Oak Challenge and ended up getting a shiny Machop? Oh. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It'd been a while since I last went to the city. I'd only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Is it too loud? It seems like it's loud for you guys. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the side of the crosswalk. Melodious? Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. It's fine. Okay. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. At least right now it is. Okay. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks. And the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Oh my god, that's what that means? Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. Eh? Oh, okay, I guess I can't click the space button. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. Oh, that's sad. I should have gone at least once. Gen 5, my favorite gen. Oh! Sounds like tons of fun. It does sound like tons of fun. Should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. I have to burp. Excuse me. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. Some people kill babies, and they should. Apologize, not kill babies. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. What a wonderful world that idea is. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. Eating and killing babies. Those who eat and kill children should not be forgiven. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. What? No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will be changed. But even so, she keeps apologizing, such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing, such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up! I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. Did I say that right? Keiichi? Or is it Keiichi? Keiichi. Keiichi. I can't stop. I'm sorry, I can't do the stop. Whoa, flashbang. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, that they were even from the same era. Whoa, this is so retro. From there, we take a car deeper into the mountains. Right. It's really good. I'm really into Pokemon, so just going by Generations can be confusing. Oh, yeah, it can be. You have to tell me who the starters were usually. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. You know what? I'm gonna put myself on the other side, I think. Methinks I go over here today. It feels right to be over here because of the way I'm facing. Hi, Star. Hi, Care. Diamond is Piplup, Turwig, and Chimchar. I love Piplup. So you're playing Diamond right now, then. And how are you doing, Care? Did I ask? There where I live now, Hinamizawa. Whoa. I wish they wouldn't flashbang me. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. You just woke up? Good morning. Good evening morning. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. That sounds wonderful. What a life. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. It does. It absolutely does. Ooh! Setting stuff up? Eh? I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. This music reminds me of the games I used to play when I was younger. I'm having a cough drop if I'm gonna read a lot. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. Sick. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. Aren't I like 5? I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. Just because you want the lifestyle? It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that, though. This kid's funny. I introduced Care to achievement hunting in retro games. What does that mean? Got all set up for Resident Evil 2 tonight. Oh. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. Itadakimasu. Oh. My phone thought I said something else. Boogie Boogie Wah! Thank you so much for watching! For your 3-stream streak! Oh, oops. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. Boo! A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy that you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. Keiichi? If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Pile it on. The site called Retro Achievements, and you can get achievements for old games? Really? Do you play the games on the site, or do you have to like install them on your computer like Steam? First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoy the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. That's 'cause city life sucks. An emulator like Dolphin has a thing in settings where you can link your account to the ROM and it tracks what you do. Not sure about the others though. A lot of those words sounded like you were enchanting or casting an enchantment upon me. What is Dolphin? Like the animal? And what is ROM? I know what the word emulator means. I learned it like last year. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast. Mom made me each morning. That was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. Dolphin is an emulator. Well, allows you to play games. Oh, like GameCube and Wii? Really? Do you have to pay for that? Can I play Cooking Mama again? I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself like this. That actually stung my fingers and not the hand I smacked. I didn't know that smacking somebody would hurt you back. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rena-chan? Doesn't eat breakfast and calls it a rebellious phase. Crazy. Honestly, my mom, Mama Selkie, if you will, she has no schedule in her life. She's not a scheduled, quantified person in any way, shape, or form. And I live in a very cold place, and she didn't know how to make oatmeal very well. Like, her oatmeal was disgusting. It was disgusting. It tasted like it was raw, and it was like in milk and sugar, and it was not mixed. So like, I don't know how to explain it because oatmeal is supposed to be kind of soggy, right? But it just imagine raw, dry oatmeal with sugar on top, and then you add milk, and you have to eat that. If you like that, that's you, but it was gross. So what she would do, instead of like making me breakfast, sometimes she would take like Fruity Pebbles, she'd put milk in it, and then she'd put it in the microwave. So, I remember eating a lot of hot Fruity Pebbles. What'd you say? Oatmeal's already kind of disgusting, so making it worse is crazy. Risky take? It's pretty risky, but not everybody likes oatmeal. I want to try savory oatmeal. I've never tried that. Like putting savory stuff in it. I could go for oatmeal right now, though. But you know me, I like mushy. Not all mushy, but I like mushy. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rena-chan? Rena. Hurry, hurry. I still eat it, but the texture throws me off sometimes. Have you had the dinosaur egg one? My favorite's the apple one, I think. Moms really seem to enjoy the fact that her son, I'm a boy! That her son was going to school with a girl. Reina's one of my classmates. Okay, I'm done being a boy. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. Rolled oats is the best version? What's the difference? What is rolled oats? Are you the person that talked to me about cream of wheat? The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I race for the door. That's me running, wait. I don't know how to make footsteps. Probably, I ate a lot of it growing up. I want to eat some right now. I want soup that's sweet like that. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning. Show me the lady. Is this an otame? Is she my love interest? Oh! Keiichi-kun! She was on the cover, this girl. Good morning. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. She kind of reminds me of Sayori from... Is it Sayori? Sayori? From Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, they have that look. You see that? You guys see the resemblance? Sayori, okay. Don't krill yourself, girl. Finger heart. Miso soup? Well, miso, sorry. Is this already considered a dad joke? Yeah, Cole has a bunch of dad jokes in his arsenal. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She wants me. She wants me so bad. I'll be going on ahead, boys. She's so conscientious and makes a good person, and such a good person. Rena walked so Sayori could run. Oh god! Oh no! No! Is that who I was killing in the beginning? I was definitely killing somebody. Those sounds? Those dubious sounds? God. Run. Run. Why am I expecting the worst out of everybody? I'm like, I've played these games before. Not these actual ones. IDK, was it a parent? Wait, was that also a joke or am I just crazy? If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust without looking back. It was a joke, okay. Got it. Why are you so mean? Why? Reina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. She's bipolar. I'm kidding. I'd wait for you. With those words, Reina seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Thank you. I'd wait forever until you came, Reina. No matter how long. I'm leading her on. Uh, uh, forever? Yeah. Reina turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. Okay, so I can read the room. I can tell she likes me. She's especially weak for this sort of talk. Oh, I am leading her on! Rena, you're too good for me. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? I haven't. Never read any before. I thought it said never read before. Doubly. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It was nothing. You're welcome. I wish I could read. That's me right now. How were they? Not too salty. They weren't that salty. Actually, they were pretty... Oh. Excuse me. I had eggs earlier. I shouldn't have told you that. But eggs make me burp. They make everybody burp, right? I don't believe that, but... Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. Sulfur breath? What does that mean? My breath smells like toothpaste and... well, now cough drop as well. Are pickles salty? I think they're supposed to be because of like the vinegar and stuff. But apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rena? Excuse me. Or was it your mom? Huh? But why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena, or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Can't believe you burped right on this poor character. Oh, you know, it is what it is. She likes my burps. I'd say more tangy than salty. That makes sense. I haven't had a good pickle. If it's like, well, they're not Korean. Pickled cucumbers in Korean or in Korea taste different, I think, than cucumbers from or pickles from America, in my opinion. Huh? Can she use words? They make sweet pickles. Bleh, bleh, yucky. Bleh. Gross is right. Yuck. I've only tried them once, and I accidentally spit them out immediately. I was like, oh, like immediately. I was like, what's wrong with them? I wouldn't even put my tongue back in my mouth. That's how dramatic I was. But I've grown now. Ish. She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Right? Right, what? Ew, sweet pickles. We'll say love banana peppers more than pickles now, though. Banana pepper. Y'all are some sweet pickles. Were cucumbers that were made only to suffer? Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Dude, he just said she has a delicious, refreshing personality. Who else has a delicious, refreshing personality? That's right, it's me. No kidding. I was trying to tell my friend the other day, my friend Gigi, that you can use the word deliciously as like a compliment. You can tell people like, that was very delicious of you. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. Not me, yes you do. You have a delicious and refreshing personality. Relicious, as I almost said. That's tea. That's tea, clock it. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. Dude, can we go to school? I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Looks at the camera suspiciously. Keep it in, Rena. I'll train you until you can handle it like the average person. I hate that you knew that. I know all kinds of things. You think I don't have gay friends? I was hoping nobody would understand that. I know gay people. I know all about the tea. Clock it, sis. That's the tea. Yes, mama. Oats, boots, the house. I know all that stuff. Did that make sense? No. It's like hieroglyphics. Or like words that you input to a machine to make other people smile. Oh, I only saw it from Instagram. You need to surround yourself with gay people. Or so I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Who's Mion? Seeing as she'd just keep spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we can make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. No offense, Star, but I don't think you needed friends to know that. Huh? What do you mean? How else will you know about the world? Surround yourself with gay people is solid life advice. Thank you! I'm pretty life adviceable. Or I give life advice to people. I wonder who your fave is gonna be. Me too. It's neither of these two people yet. That's for sure. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. What does her name mean? I wanted to cosplay. Oh. Cosplay her? Come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Sorry, Rena, I can't stop burping on you. Dude, I wasn't done with my message. Go on, continue. I'm sorry they silenced you. I am quite active in Kuba's community, but nah, I don't go out looking for traits in people. Just if we end up friends, we do. That's fair, yeah. I actually, whenever I make friends, I run up to people and then I put our noses together and I go, "Are you gay?" And if they say no, I walk away. I want to cosplay Rika in middle school. I even dyed my hair like her and had the same haircut. Who's Rika? Wanna be friends? Mi-chan, good morning. Coming up to the next rendezvous. What does this word mean? We saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Oh wow. Why are you in a completely different school uniform? You'll find out, okay? Are you gay? Rendezvous. Oh. Finally, you two are late. Usually, you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mino Sonozaki. Her name's cute, Mino. Mion. Wait, Mion, not Mino. Mion. Whoa, I can read! No, I'm straight and cis. Are you really? I never ask you guys anything. I never ask anybody. I don't even assume what you guys are. Should I have been asking? I was joking about asking people if they're gay. I actually never even think about it. Whenever people are like, oh, this person is attractive, I'm like, oh, okay. And then somebody will be like, oh, yeah, it's because you're gay. And then I'll be like, oh, you're gay? And they'll be like, yeah, I just said I like a guy and I'm a guy. And I was like, oh. Yeah. This music's so nice. Guess we can't be friends learning from Star? No, guys. Cole gets the pass. I am Dal. Just Dal. You are Dal. You're great, Dal, and you're great, Cole, and you're great, Liam, and you're great, Care. I am also straight and cis. Well, hell yeah, brother. I love that for you guys. I think I'm the opposite of both things, right? I'm not cis, I'm Star. And I'm not straight. I like everybody. Or I'm how do I say? I don't want to say I'm attracted to everybody. Does that sound weird? I feel like that sounds weird. I don't care about what you got going on in your pants. I am Yuri pilled though. Who was it the other day that I said I was pansexual and they were like, you like men too? How could you? Whoever said that. I don't remember. I think it was like one of their first time chats. How could you, by the way? Dude, me too? Like you're the opposite? Cause you're the least straight cis person I know. Although a star has 5 points. One of them, one for each sexuality or something. Yeah, I collect them all. Actually, every time somebody says they're a sexuality, I collect it and I put it on my fist. Like rings. Oi. What? Oi, what? You're not cis or straight. Or is this you rebranding? Alright, the game. Mion. Sonozaki. The infinite gauntlet of sex. Exactly. I am the king of sex. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. And it's been a while, Kei-chan. Why is she just Rena and I'm Kei-chan? You think we're close like that? Please call her Rena-chan too. Respect me. It's Kei-sama. How many years? I was only off 2 days. Ha 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 ha. All the ladies want me. All the ladies want me. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Looks at the camera. Wait, what? Hi that. Time for me to get sleep already? Oh, see ya. Enjoy the rest of the stream. See ya. Don't worry, I'll implement an earlier stream sesh next week. It'll be that soon. Get to work, me. But yeah, have sweet dreams and have a good work shift. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Mian's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing at the point between... my legs? Is she looking at my Junkatron 5000? So she was saying it was my crotch was cuter back then. What? Am I a boy or a girl again? I'm a boy, right? Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. Oh no, she knows you have a thigh gap. My thigh gap is none of her business. I cross my legs. I cross it like a Twizzler. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. I have a mustache? Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. What? Don't say next time. Right now is just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh morning air? Are we still talking about my Junkatron 5000? I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Yeah, she acts like a freaking pervert. A perverse, disgusting, green-haired girl. God is watching, Mion. God is watching. Gotcha! Time for the big reveal. Hope you didn't regret it? Are you... Am I... Do I need a safety screen? She was one of my old friend's favorite. Which one? I respect it. Get your freak on, sis! No, you shouldn't, I think? Okay. As my hand reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in a near panic. I open my zipper. I stick my hand in. I pull out my middle finger and tell her to suck on that. That's what I would do. But they're Japanese. So I don't think... Do they have the middle finger in Japan, like the same middle finger as us? Rena began to ramble in a near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's me right now. Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Seeing that city again. Wait, so I didn't show her my Winkus? Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in the toy stores. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know? It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mia nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Dude, she wants one of those, like, eroge, like, visual novels. So she can, like, you know, crank her hog to it. Do people actually crank their hog to that? I don't know if I want to know that, actually. Mia nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted K-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. I don't know what that means. Westport was short for Western imported games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. Oh, guess there is a mod to add the OG Japanese VA back into the game? Really? That would be cool. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. It's called the 07th mod. Does it do it for every single game? She's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Heh, of course. Oh, thank you. Crank-a-hog sounds like a term for starting a motorcycle. It does, doesn't it? If K-chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa. Then we'll have to let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured he wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had just moved here less than a month ago. Oh, they're both gamers? And they're inviting me? Can we do like... I need the text to be colored based off of their hair, so I can know who's speaking. Or if there could be like a text box with their name or something. This was the olden days, you know? I'm assuming, I have no idea. It looks olden days, doesn't it? Do they still make visual novels? I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. Hello, Star. Hello, Hero Collector. How are you today? I'm doing great. They also have the OG PS3 console sprites. Really? This was PS3? Sorry I'm late. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to try and make me feel welcome. I feel like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. The exclusive bad endings from console? Bad ending. Bad endings. You're right, I should quick save. My mouse it says that it's already dying, but I charged it the other day. Like yesterday. But it's glowing again like it's dying. I don't really want a wireless mouse anymore. I find it kind of annoying. But maybe that's just me. Wireless sucks, doesn't it? Give me a second. I'm gonna look up. Just so I don't forget, I want to look up wired mouse. Wired mouse for computer. Oh, Logitech has some. For computer gaming. I'm a gamer after all. Is there a brand better than Logitech, by the way? Like, does the brand even matter? Whoa. Razer, maybe? Razor. Me wants a mouse. Whoa, this company has a blue one. Oh, sorry. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. What? That's crazy. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. Actually, it's not that crazy. I went to a special program in a school, and they put 3rd and 4th graders together. 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th graders together. And even though half the class was learning something different, it was like different. I don't know. I don't actually remember. It was like different but the same. But it worked. It worked. One of the guys in my class, though, died a couple years ago. I use a Razer mouse, but I think Corsair makes mouses. Corsair? Corsair wired mouse. Whoa! Sorry, I said whoa because I saw that Razer has a cinema roll wired mouse. $70? But I don't have $70. This is so sad. How are you gonna show me the cinema roll freaking... Bruv. Jesus, isn't that price crazy? Okay, my shoulder's killing me, so I'm gonna rest. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming by, Cole. I hope your shoulder feels better. Maybe try to put like a hot compress on it or something and take a Tylenol. Take it easy. Okay, sorry, back to... Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, and it said it's $70. It's 70 freaking bucks. Wait a second, though. The bundle's 100, but it comes with a mouse pad. Wait a second! $30 for a mouse pad? Who do I think I am? The headphones are cute too, though. But I like my headphones. I have the... What headphones do I have? What are you called? I have Audio Technica ATH-AD900X. The Audio Technica Air. So it's open back. It's very light. However, it's too big for my head, so I have to put rubber bands on the inner part so it doesn't make it go down to my chin. But that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the Cinema Roll Edition freaking mouse. I need that mouse. It's Cinema Roll. And my chair that I sit in is Cinema Roll. My life is Cinema Roll. I need it. I have to work hard. I have to work freaking hard, guys. Why can't this be like Heartopia where I can just make it? Or Animal Crossing is actually better at that. I wonder if Iron Mouse has her hands all over that. Definitely, it's Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse has everything Cinema Roll ever, I bet. I bet she even has the same chair as me. Or better. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten used to it, or gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt like a kindergarten. It felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead, right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh, heh. Okay, I was not needed. Too bad. I wasn't gonna fall for that again. What, did she do the good old, like chalkboard eraser over the door thing? To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haunting smirk on her face. What is it, you guys? Step back, Rena, it's dangerous. Or Rena, excuse me. She's here. Huh? Then, Satoko-chan is... Ooh? Her name was Satoko Hoju. She was a disrespectful and impudent bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. Oh yeah. It's too obvious, Sadako. A haunting laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round? No, this is Sadako we're talking about. I doubt this is it. Was she gonna stab me too? What the hell? After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you, like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. What's Rube Goldberg? As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. Dang! So then why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Sadako is after, making me focus my attention upward. So as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck in the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. Jesus! Is this person trying to kill me? Sorry, I need water. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Sadako. But at the end, nothing more than a trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized it, she had me hook, line, and sinker. It was already too late. Oops. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Oh, instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow! 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 An ink stone, filled to the brim, was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation I landed square on. Dude. Is this the brat that's trying to kill me? What the hell? My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san? San? You're gonna call me San after trying to kill me? Are we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step from your usual trap, Sadako. I haven't the faintest idea of what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. She kind of looks like Rena. Like if Rena was smaller. Are the outfits like by age? The unnecessary shading of her outfit is crazy. You little... Ow, ow, ow. It seemed I inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. Cute! This is the reason I bought the game. This girl's cute. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, go away. A small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. Dude, okay, I'm sorry, this is the furthest thing from the school uniform ever. Like, I think hers is the furthest. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. Oh, this is Rika. The pain's going away now. Yay, Rika-chan! Good morning! Good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. She's so cute. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I'm the very model of a good girl. Yeah, my frickin' behind. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Wah! I picked up Sadako by the back of her collar. Dude, I scruffed her. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I am S-O-R-R-Y. Try saying that. If you won't say it, I cocked my index finger on my thumb. Oh, okay, like he's gonna flicker. Letting it tremble as I brought it close to Sadako's forehead. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged at the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Sadako, who was at this point on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. I would have flicked her forehead still. Rika-chan's cute, but that wouldn't have stopped me from punishing that brat. It doesn't bother me. What? Oh, shut up, kid. You mustn't cry, Sadako. Keep on fighting. Yeah. Dude, she's so cute. Let me drink some tea. Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. No, I can tell. I think Sadako could learn a finger a million from Rika-chan. Oh, her smile, she's so cute. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Sadako-chan is crying. Oh, Star, did you enjoy those clips? I did. I actually kept rewatching honestly the shortest clip of Wendigoon talking about going to the courthouse. The Hamburglar. There was another clip that I wanted to watch that I found on my own, but I haven't yet, so I guess I'll watch it after stream. I didn't get to finish the longer one you sent me. But I did get to watch the short one. And I'll watch the new one I found after. Sadako-chan is crying. So cute. You can't take them home. Huh? But they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit is fine. It's fine. Rena kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person? Now. Rena, you can't take children home. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. Then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right? Dude, Rena's a freak. Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. She's such a freak. Get yoinked, nerd! If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from beyond single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. What if it gets the teacher? I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Sadako was the only one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time! Rise attention! Mion gave out the morning command. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of Japan. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all of her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. That sounds like hell. And I'm glad I don't go to school there. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. That's true. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite... I don't speak French about things. I don't speak French, guys. What the hell does that even mean? Laissez-faire. A policy or attitude of letting things take their own course without interfering. Laissez-faire. I am not laissez-faire. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on. With these marks. It's not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Mi-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. What? Thanks so much. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. Private lessons? A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lessons is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. Dude. Why are we all so freaked out? While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can just get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equal entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that, instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done! We're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime! In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch! I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me. All right, let's eat! Alright. The music in this is so fun. Is it on Dova Syndrome? There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. Am I the only boy, though? But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Ren and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Sadako and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry! Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Did you guys know what I found out today? I found out that in Japan, you raise your bowl of rice to your face when you eat it with chopsticks, right? So it doesn't get all over the place. But in Korea, you leave the bowl on the table and you eat your rice with a spoon, because to Korea, raising your bowl of rice to your mouth is the sign of a beggar. Where in Japan, you shouldn't leave your bowl on the table, you should pick it up, because only dogs don't pick up their bowl. So you eat like a dog to them if you keep your bowl on the table. Interesting, right? Places that are like so close to each other are so different in customs. In Japan they use wooden bowls, but in Korea they're more likely to use like ceramic or metal bowls. Technologia. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust, like some sort of astute... Dude, this little kid has a better vocabulary than me. Please hold. Please freaking hold. Astute what? Destitute. Destitute. Like, can't you just call me like a dog or homeless or something? Plebeian. A commoner. What, is she rich? Is she rich? What? Did her parents like fill her things with like Lunchables and freaking Hot Pockets and mac and cheese and stuff? She gets all the good stuff and I have to eat bread crusts? Like a destitute once again. Plebeian? Destitute plebeian? Why don't you just show it to us? Come on now. Even though Sadako was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have been all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat! Itadaki, thank you guys. Itadaki, eat up even. The sound of our little our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. 'Cause it's me, the only guy that they're all attracted to. Ha! Of course there are other boys in class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle, where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing their meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mia noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunchbox extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Sadako's lunchbox extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Sadako was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross counter, stabbing to each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Sadako and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like Mom's home cooking. Dude, this little chicken cook? She's a national treasure. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. What is a carrot rosette? Whoa! That's crazy! It's like a rose, a carrot rolled up into a rose. How did she do that? She has a great future as a cook. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Does she have a mom? Amazing, right? Did her mom die and she had to step in? Amazing! Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Ho 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 ho! That was nothing for you to boast about. Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Huh? Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena. She wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. It's got high marks for me. Ah, Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopstick aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Sadako and Rika-chan reach over at the same time and struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. Dude, this is what Heesung was talking about. It's kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena. But Rena seemed rather satisfied she looked on. That's so messed up. How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? We mugged her lunchbox? No, literally, we jumped her. She had no time to fight back or anything. How do you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I thought that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Sadako. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Oh. Sadako's face went pale. Hey! Even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and chopped with mayo, right? I don't know about that, actually. You shouldn't be picking on her. Mi-chan, too. Reina hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed hauntily as she drew closer to Sadako. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Sadako, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. But that's a spirit. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices, she's pretty terrible. The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait. The green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. But the green one is Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know. I really do. Then answer the question. I know. I know. Ah! She finally broke down and started crying. This kid's a baby. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Cute! Rena entered a state of euphoria as Sadako bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Sadako's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Oh, it's such an old visual novel that you can press space and clear it to get the picture. That's a good touch. Well, I think that's not a touch. I think that's just how they used to be. Rena! Mimi's picking on me! Ah! Cute! It's okay. Rena One-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister. Whoosh! Poof! Bam! It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Rena's fists shot out at supersonic speeds, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our face. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. I was disgraced by the gods and handed nerds rope. I haven't had nerds rope in forever. This could have been poisoned. But because it's Nerd's rope, I'll still eat it. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. My rope. See, Sadako-chan, I took care of them. Cute. I want to take you home. eating nerds. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Sadako stuck her tongue out at us. Disc! Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Rika-chan's so cute. No matter what the day held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance. I've never heard somebody be like, oh no, school's ending. Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have plans? Or anything? Or anything? Why did she say the last thing she said? Like twice? Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me, lost for words, and realized that I'd misunderstood, and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean it like that. You see... So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh really? So... It wasn't meant that way. Huh? Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Why? Mi-chan! Unable to hold it in any longer, Mian slapped me on the back. I see, this old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. Have to go now, Star. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your night. This old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. Wait. She the old geezer? Huh? Huh? What? What is it? Mian was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit guilty, I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. Huh? A joke? Since when? Since when? About halfway through. Halfway? So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start? Huh? That means... It was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mian could let such a delectable detail slip by her. You see... Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mian continued to tease me about it for a while. More nerds rope now. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena? Oh. Hey? Huh? Oh, what were we talking about? It's been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mian teased me. It's just, Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself, how do you say that? I want to know how to say it so I don't have to struggle. Hinamizawa? Pro... Hinamizawa. You can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell you up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn as to not give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. Keiichi-kun, you're not free perhaps? Perhaps? While Mian and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great! The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now! Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mian didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mian behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the 2 of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mian behind. Huh? Whoa. Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then. Damn, she's gonna leave her behind. I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi, Maibara. It'd be great if the 2 of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena? If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you 2 disappeared into the hotel district together. Oh. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Did she punch her? Tomorrow's going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Michan. Bye! Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mian sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. Why is she calling herself like Unk? How old is she? Maybe it'd be easier if you stop saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you, Rena. Or else this will end up being Mian's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the result might be fatal. I don't know that reference. Don't feel bad, Mian. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. Feels like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Reina. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should... This old geezer will root for you. Mian and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Okay. More nerds rope. You have received new tips. We're at mixed grade. Few all tips. What's with the music? No, no, no! What did I do? What did I do? Should I have saved and loaded? What did I do? Go back. Go back. Oh, is this a different conversation? Okay. Are there side conversations? Is July? Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can skip through this. Because when was the last time I saved? No allowance. Okay. I was born in April. No, I wasn't. Michan and I are the same age. Am I? Can I skip? Okay, I think I saved. Is it save and load? No, you guys saw me click quick save. You guys saw that, right? Earlier? No way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Continue. Okay, here. Quick save. Quick save. I quick saved. Okay. I did all this. Ah! Okay. Save. End of chapter 1. Yes. End of chapter 1. Wait! Isn't this chapter, like, did I end the entire game? Or chapter 1 of chapter 1? What do the tips do? This music scares me. Okay, we don't have a uniform. Will the tips help me later on? It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Me, me. Oh, that does sound like they're saying me. And at night there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. My only salvation is that the mornings were so cool. Summer, I do declare. Sadako was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand wearing jeans during the season and how steamy the crotch gets. It gets steamy? Oh. This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Dude. Why are they all horny? Reina's summer clothes have nice refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. Why do they all have different uniforms? I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Reina's. But Sadako-chan, your summer clothes are so cute, being a one piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be so much more fun with cute clothes. Oh. I had a feeling that Rena and Sadako's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniforms they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group's wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes. Mion-san supplied them. Michan's relatives run a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked these relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms, then? That, Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? Yeah, it's for people who can't afford a uniform, dingus. They just get to use somebody's already used one. That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Dude, he doesn't have vision. Yeah, I think so too. They also have used schools swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can bake a bit more. But Mion-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. A secondhand store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. I see. Little tidbits about the characters. Dude, this music is crazy. Now we can read this now that I know what we're doing. I got confused before, and I apologize. So, Rena, we're the same age? Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too. Hey now, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Man, you're pretty smart. What month were you born in, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday's a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Heh, don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't mind you if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Rena, oh. The way she would say it in Japanese would be like, nani? Right? That makes more sense than in English. Rena panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun. I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Rena. I'm already far older than Rena. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Man snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Sadako and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Rena. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it a bit. How? Stop! Interesting. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why the school is has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel, but there are rooms that aren't for classes and some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. Oh. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. It probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend school in the city. That's pretty far, you know. Which school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station? Turn at the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department? No, I didn't. Why did you give me such a detailed... Am I gonna have to remember that? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station? Turn at the hospital, head towards the pediatrics department? What? So far. I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending the pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this real messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I totally agree with Rena on this one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Whoops. Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Ch.1 as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study, the teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Sadako saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck my tongue out at her in response. It is just as Mion says. School has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we can continue on with. Hi, hello, Pointless. What's up? How are you doing? I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Whoa! They're out of school clothes. I'm doing good, that's good. How's life been? Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Ch.1, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting? 2 hours late to stream, shake my head, stupid busy evening? It's okay, I'm glad you came. Her dress is so cute. It really is so cute, isn't it? I really like it. But isn't it summer? I feel like it's kind of too hot. Well, I guess it's open down here-ish, right? So she can get air circulation, but her neck. And this girl's in jeans. She's in jeans. But I would rather Rena's outfit. Maybe there's a nice breeze. Oh yeah, maybe. Well, they never said it, like, they said it was hot the day they were in the classroom. They didn't say it was gonna be hot every day, right? Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. Are those not leggings? They might be. But there's a line where her crotch is, like a double line. Which to me, I thought that was like jean seams. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. Well, I didn't even see that. It's okay, you kind of have to like really lean in to see it, I think. What is that? In her heavy-looking handbag? Didn't you tell her it was gonna be a picnic? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a picnic. Ch.1, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. Oh wait, I was supposed to read that as a boy. It's really hard without the voices. I keep getting mixed up. The only reason I know it's her is because she's stuttery. And they've been putting stars after she talks every time. Am I doing like her route or something? They didn't even say this was an Otame game, did it? I didn't check any of the tags of the game. I don't know, I saw that it was on... Wait, is this one free? I can't remember if this one was free or if it was on sale. But I was like, oh, I've heard of this before. I've heard of the name. My friends talked about it and how they liked it. And I saw a cute girl on the cover. That was Rika-chan, so I got it. But I didn't even check the tags. I was just like, oh yeah, this is probably like, it gave you visual novel and stuff. But I got it so long ago. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, alright. I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what? We both turned around slowly to look at Rena. Our gazes drifted downwards at the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except, this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess? When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I would say 5. How much is that in pounds? 5 kilos in pounds. 11 pounds? That's crazy. Liam, you would have to carry it. You're exaggerating. And 2 kilos is 4 pounds. So I could carry it. But I'd still make you do it now that you're strong. You're exaggerating. Keiichi is a boy, after all. I thought he would probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Heave ho! That's why she dressed like a sailor. Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunch boxes. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. You guys could eat it in the beginning of your trip and then at the end of your trip. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk, bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on weekends out here. Slovenly. What is boonies? Like boondocks. Okay, middle of nowhere. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As embarrassingly populated as the village was, you could still run into people by just walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Maibata-kun, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everyone we ran across. That's kind of where I live, too. All these passerbys even knew my name. That's not how I live. That would be terrifying. I take that part back. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people and all 3 of them knew me. I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's the Maibata fella who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. You see, I would have never known that's how that works. I thought it was through like word of mouth, like people being like, hey, there's this kid, blah blah blah, hey, that kid's blah blah blah, you know, I don't know. But that makes sense. That's answered stuff for my life. But it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. It's probably both? Oh. That's true, that makes sense. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Takezao from the Mikino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we meet the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun, or Daisuke-kun. Oh, Daisuke. Let me look it up. I want to pronounce his name right. Because Daisuke or Daisuke. You can say both. Daisuke or Daisuke? Okay. I'll say Daisuke for now. Kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. Why do we need to know their hobbies? I guess they're just getting to know people, right? So they're having, like, conversation. Like, this is, like, normal. You know the names of everyone we pass by? And even their profiles. Exactly. I was like, why are we getting a profile? Is it just for world building? It's crazy that they're world building. I don't know. This game is like, sometimes it knows it's a game, other times it doesn't. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchange looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah, we're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? You're Keiichi Maibata. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. I need a restraining order. Didn't you? That's enough! That's enough! But boxers? Enough of that! Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa-za. Hinamizawa-za. That za wasn't there before, right? Have I been skipping the za the entire time? Hinamizawa-za? Please don't make the name any longer. Was not a place to be trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Don't you all think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population of Hinamizawa is shrinking, so excuse me. So the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I was gonna ask how many people leave this place, and like how many people come stay. Clearly not a lot come stay, actually. Why did we come stay? Okay, so our mom is a busy bee, and our dad's a lazy painter. We went to the city for a funeral, and then we came back home to the boonies, ? But we moved here 3 weeks ago. But why? Just for a getaway? I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here's Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my, Makibata-kun, how wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here. Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I looked back over to Reina and Mion, they gave me a wink. So, now then, how about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe? Miranda's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can, but it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Is she calling herself like Oji-san? Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Yes. Good idea. I agree. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Crossing the top of a stone stairway. Whoa. Torii Gate. Stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination, appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. Eating at a shrine, huh? Is that allowed? Do people do that? This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. That's true. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. The view. Now then, spread out the lunchboxes. And there. Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know. Oh, the babies! Rika looks so cute! Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Sadako. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This is her secret plan, to power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. Handmade gourmet meal by Rena, excuse me. I can see that much. Why haven't you laid out a tarp on our property? Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? The temple is public grounds. It is not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. She's a good girl forever, right? She's not like secretly crazy. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Sadako. Hold on, 1 second. Where's my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Don't Don't worry, there's some for you too. Nope, I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that. Rika! Here, chopsticks. Both Sadako and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up. That's right, okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone, Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Miso soup. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I will not allow you to have all this hamburger. Perk! Using your elbow is against the rules, Sadako. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and elbow in the opening moves. Sadako appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. The last meatball! Sadako Hoju has been bested. Ow! Sadako and I amicably began choking at the same time, falling backward and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. She'll get there one day. Saying that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. Star reading Higurashi, oh sweet summer child. Hi Momo, how are you? It's my first time ever reading this. I don't know anything about it, but I find Rika really cute. Doing great, Hee, that's great. First time? Yeah, it is. I haven't watched the movie. Is it movie? Liam said there was a movie or show about it. I bought it because I was like, the one with purple hair is really cute on the cover. And she's Rika. Rika's really cute. This is how our meals usually go. I've noticed you've been playing the Horse Girl game a lot. Is it fun? I only played it that one time on stream, and then I got really overwhelmed. Cause I was like, wait, there's so many horses. Which horse girl do I pick? But I promise you, if Twin Turbo is back, if she's in stock, I'll leap for the opportunity a little bit more. I need my Twin Turbo. I may be obsessed with Uma Musume. It looks so fun when I watch other people play. It looks a lot of fun. And I don't know, I didn't expect it to be like a phone game, especially not go to your computer. But I like the races and I like the show. OMG, I will update you when Twin Turbo will be available. Please do. I would be so excited. That would be lots of fun. This is how our meals usually go. I do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin walking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because of the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that long ago people ate in silence. Oh, it must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because back then, the people were busy even while eating and didn't have time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. She's so cute. It was delicious. With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with that praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Huh? After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Rika's so cute. Oh, Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. They're all so sweet, they're so cute. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrusted them towards Rika-chan. Yummy. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is it, Sadako? What's with that defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rena-san? Rena? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think up with your weak vocab? Ho ho ho. Well then. Eh? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, well then. Allow me to show you. After Sadako flashed me on me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Eh? Hey. So, Rena, One-chan's lunch. Sadako thought it was yummy too. Oh, dude. She's doing the, baby voicers and Sadako flashed me on. Ayo? Not that kind of game, Sadako! Or is it? Sadako looked up at her proudly while talking cutesy. Of course she did. Talking like a baby. What? How is that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rena limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rena glommed Sadako and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Sadako is so cute! Take you home! Oh! Swish! Stab! Push! Sadako was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them in her mouth, she looked over at me again with that defiant gaze. It only took 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair, to think she had such a trick. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rena-san with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Sadako, you think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is that? What trick is it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. Huh? Ho ho ho! Why don't I have you show me then? The withering of an old maid. The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Sadako. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? No, actually most of it, almost all of it was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? Must I? From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know this one, right? Huh? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words, "I can't believe it," practically written in her face. How can you tell? How? That I made it. Of course, Mia had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rena, face still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Sadako also blushed. Of course I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits, or something. Even if this was all because I was competing against Sadako, it felt like I had crossed the line a good 9 yards, I think. Then at that moment, whoo! That scared me. Whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please, eat some, Keiichi-kun. There's plenty for you. Dude, she folded like crazy. Also, I forgot which word it was in the sentence, but one of them I was actually stuttering. I'm gonna have to watch back. Huh? Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay. Say ha, Keiichi-kun. Dude, girl, get it together. She's so cute, though. Tee. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap. Oh, brothers, I'm going on ahead. And even more apples were shoved into my mouth. While she was squealing, one apple after another forced into my mouth. More and more apples. How about them apples? How about them apples, Sadako? Looks like we win. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Sadako? This is our complete victory, isn't it? What do you think about that, Elle? I can't believe it. Such trickery. It doesn't bother me at all. Sadako ground her teeth. Mortified. We did it. I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. Death by apples. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing and she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it. Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe. Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled a toothpick out of her apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. Oh, poor Mr. Rabbit. I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Whee! That was the sound of blood spurting from Reina's nose. Oh, that's what that was. Cute. Tonight, I will take you home. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Dude, this girl's a pervert. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with the and fixed them back on a plate. Now they're all just fine, Kei. Here, I'll give it to you, Rika-chan. Kei? Rika-chan raised up to Sadako's hand like Referee, after having that plate of rabbit shoved at her, she whispered, "This is our victory." What? What? A comeback? Hi, that's Higurashi. I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. Higurashi When They Cry. That was cute. It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rena and K-chan, see you tomorrow. Later, Rena and K-chan, see you tomorrow. Thanks for today, Mian. I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Sadako and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mian, and it ended up with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah. Lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste going home now. Then, well, would you mind taking a little, detour, maybe? Maybe. A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. Take a sip. My throat is starting to get sore from talking or reading for 2 hours straight. Almost 3.
Star Guardians gotta stay hydrated.
Well, thank you for the hydrate, Momo. Where's she taking us? Oh yeah, I needed this water. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recall it being in the newspaper. What? Why is she taking to its trash dump? Eh? My eyeballs. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. Oh, dude, we're going dumpster diving. Are we going dumpster diving? When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile? Oh, jeez, right. It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure. Dude, this girl's crazy. Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. That meant there was something cute here. Like, hopefully not like a skull or something, right? Ah. Whoa, a new pile. I can't wait. She bound up the unstable slope. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa. My city race self was completely pitiful. It's alright, just stay right there, Keiichi-kun. It won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. don't fall. Watch your step. I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Rena disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. Higurashi. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Who the hell is this guy? Get out of here, you're gonna make me look less cool and intense. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit. Something about him seemed unreliable. He had a bit of an aloof air about him. The American? Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Ayo! Whoa! You surprised me. Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? I gathered that he wasn't from that question. He's jacked. He really is. Dude's built. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I'm Tomitake, freelance photographer, and also like ex-Navy dude or something. Ex-military. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I didn't ask you who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see. Let me drink some more tea. Where's my not girlfriend? So what you're saying is I'm the same as the birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt just for being startled just flew away as soon as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy, trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now. Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. Dude, she just wants us to help her carry stuff. You have someone with you. What? Oh, you have someone with you. What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. Dunno. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered... Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. The slow turn, sorry. Like, but what did I say about skulls? What did I say about finding dead people? He seemed shaken up by that for a moment. Me too. Uh-oh, I responded like I would if I were talking with Reina and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess. I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. Corpse? Tomotage-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder. It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it? Find a treasure trove? Oh yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. Colonel Sanders doll? Like, the KFC guy? A Colonel Sanders doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out in front of the fried chicken place. That life-size dummy? Yes, Colonel Sanders. Oh, cute. I want to take it home. I couldn't decide. I couldn't tell what she decides. Somebody stabbed me. I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not. But well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon. Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not be able to bring it back. Rena would surely like the Colonel Sanders visual novel. She would! I've played it before. I want to play it again. I actually look at it all the time in my thingy, my library, and think, I'll clear the run this time. I'll do it. I think I've played it at least 3 times, but some of it was just me voice acting for my friends. Or voice goofing off, I would say. Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. Oh, thank you. Birds heading home to roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us. Keiichi-kun is gonna help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. Oh. Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey, Rena, long ago, something happened here. Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Just wondering if you knew about, an accident or something. I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. Must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that. So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. She's a liar. Don't really know? Don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. I know many girls that enjoy talking about stuff like this. It's quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. Just like Tomotage-san said. Then I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. Well, Higurashi When They Cry. You have received new tip. The Maibata Mansion. The damn site murdered... Remember it? Let's view new tips. Okay. The Maibata Manor. The tips give some good lore too. If you want, yeah! So, K-chan, you're not stinking rich? What is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for monthly allowance? About $10. My, that's a rather plebeian, right? Did I get it this time? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, here. Oh, plebeian. Dang it. Plebeian. My, that's a rather plebeian amount. His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. You're eating me alive, guys. What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get, then told that it's a plebeian amount. Sorry. Rena seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. K-chan, your house, you know, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maibata Manor, and it sort of stands out. Maibata Manor? Since the house is so big, everyone is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. Excuse me. I see how it could cause some sort of misunderstandings. For my deduction, I wager that they spent too much money on building the house, and that's why they're now broke. Being broke, how very, very unfortunate. Rika-chan took pity on me as she patted my head. Rika-chan, what? You're supposed to be on my side. No, she's never on my side. She may be cute and tiny and lovable, but she is not on my side. She would turn on me for a freaking flip of a hat. Her only alliance is to Sadako. And even then, I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is all grand and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. That's not normal at all. Maybe it is for the city. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. Is this the house? Nice. There are a bunch of different workshops and lots of his works are hung in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people and cars could come in to see the gallery he opens in the house someday. Aww. By the way, the entranceway Mion is talking about is the one for the studio, and it's normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maibata family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like the chance to explore Kei-chan's house, claiming not to be rich, but having a home like that. What could be hidden there? The arm. Maybe there's something cute hidden. How? They probably had no money to purchase furniture, so so it's filled with Spartan rooms. If there are carpeted rooms, I'd love to try rolling around on the floor. Ah, that'd be so great! So great! I want to roll around too! Seems like their imaginations were just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, it wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. Dad is a sucker for the ladies. Not a single lady. All girls, by the way. So he might even let them look around his studio. The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered over everything. It was hot, but the air was clear. It smelled like the beginning of summer. The damn site, Murder Dismemberment, newspaper edition. Aww, to you guys as well. Why can't I click it? Thank you. From June 16th, 1979 edition. The Shishibone City, Okinoyama Police Station, June whatever day, late at night. Suspect 5 suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender, redacted, has been added to the wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, the 6... Did I say 5 or 6? I think I said 5. I did not count that right. 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site, workroom on the redacted at 9 p.m., where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer, redacted, as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the 16th at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. Redacted. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested at the same day. The main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold it off there because my throat is sore. I didn't do any throat exercises. We won't be continuing actually though. Whoa. Return to main menu. That was chapter 1 and 2 of chapter 1. Should I say volume 1 of Higurashi When They Cry. My opinions of it so far is that I like it. It gives that good old retro visual novel feel. But I haven't practiced reading out loud like that in a while. And I didn't do any like throat warm-ups or anything. But I think this is something we could do like weekly. It was really fun. Based off of the reaction I got from Liam earlier of saying that I don't know anything about it and stuff, they almost kind of seemed like something bad was gonna happen, but they didn't say anything. Um, the girls, they're all really cute. I did not expect anything, like any of their characteristics to be like that or anything. I didn't even, I was, this is like when I was watching that video I told you guys about the other day, about the Saw movie franchise. I'm a big horror fan, but I stay away from Saw because I'm not the biggest into like gore, like real human gore. Like I can withstand gore in like a anime or like game setting, but seeing real people, I don't really like that. Ugh. Ugh. Just to like torture at, ugh. And he uses the brazen bull. Sorry. The point of that is I had no idea what Saw was about. I really just thought it was about a puppet, a like possessed puppet that punishes people for, I think I got the tip that they were like bad people, but I found out that it was just some dude who had cancer and was mad at everybody else, and like whenever he thought somebody wasn't grateful to be alive, like if they like did drugs or they like self-harmed or something, he was like, oh, they're not grateful to be alive, so you know what, I'm gonna punish them until they feel grateful. Everybody deserves a second chance, so if they start feeling grateful, aka survive his like traps, then like I don't know, it's stupid, but I had no idea that was I had no idea that was what was happening until I found out. And I kind of feel the same way about this game. I feel like there's definitely more in store. Um I'm curious about the dead body, obviously, knowing who I am. And I'm curious about how the girl's tied to it. You know, we don't really speak of their parents. And they said that it was like guys who did it or whatever, but you never know. You never know. I'm looking at you, Rika. I'm looking at you. No kidding. She's so cute. She's really cute. But yeah, that was today. I had a very fun time streaming. I hope you guys had fun hanging out. I'm probably not gonna do a raid today. There's also an anime on it. Yeah, I heard. I'll watch the anime after I'm done with the game, I think, so I can I'll know what's going on. I'll have the experience. Have the experience of it all. It'll be fun. You know what? Maybe a one as a treat. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be back and we're gonna be playing Persona 5, which I've never played before. So, and I've never watched anybody play. So I hope you guys will come enjoy Persona 5 with me. I've never played any of the other Personas either, but I was told that it would be okay if I didn't play it. So, Persona 5, yeah! I hope to see you there if you're not busy. But I totally understand if you are. I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me and playing with me and spending time with me. And I hope to see you tomorrow. And I hope you guys are very nice to Berrybug, who we will be raiding. Bye, Oshishi, bye, bye, yo! Good night. Mwah!